Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and this is July the 7th, and the famous Pioneer Boulevard, like you can see. And this is Lord Ganesha, the blessing of Lord Ganesha, that we take blessings of Lord Ganesha before any work is done on a global scale. And I would like to talk to you about the latest happenings in the world. Mike Pompeo rightly says the digital apps of China, CCP, is also going to be banned in the United States, and like India has already done it, it is following suit. And Boris Johnson of London also is rightly saying that he is going to be replacing the CCP dominated 5G networks in. But what is more interesting is the Ronald Reagan super carriers and the two super carriers, nuclear powered super carriers in the South China Sea, is creating an impact to the CCP. And the CCP now is claiming land of Vladivostok from Russia and also in Bhutan. So something is going wrong with Xi Jinping. He should resign, and the CCP should also resign, because this is like the beginning of a third world war, which should happen and the world is all axis of good is all together against the Chinopkis. And like the Pakistani external affairs minister has rightly advised to Prime Minister Imran Khan to walk away from CCP, also known as China, otherwise he's going to have the backlash. So smaller nations like Nepal, Oli is also having a backlash in Nepal. Sri Lanka should take back the port that has been handed over to the Chinese, and Bangladesh also. All these countries, neighboring countries to India, get ready for World War III. Either you come to the axis of good or you go to the axis of evil. So this is a pre-warning from the axis of good to all these nations that support dictatorship, communism, and nefarious activities done by the CCP, also known as China. They're coming on a back foot, but India is not going to take their stand at this moment, because India is much smarter than the CCP-owned China. And Hong Kong residents in Taiwan, everybody is mad. They are violating the airspace in Taiwan. They are brought in the new security law of China into Hong Kong, thus eliminating the pact that they have signed with the British in 1997. So they are violating everywhere. And Japan, Shimon Abe also is rightly, the submarines of China has been spotted in the international waters of Japan, and Vietnam already they have rammed into their boats. So all this, Australia is building up its defense by spending almost $300 billion to counter the threat of the CCP. So all these axes of good nations, India is going to be getting S-400, which is going to be lethal weapon against the CCP. They have already acquired MiG-29s and Sukhoi in the front bases. 35 of them has already been procured. And Russia has been kind to give spares of $1 billion to India, since 70% of the weaponry in the Indian armed forces is of Russian origin. So in a nutshell, everybody is supporting India and the stand being taken. And we love President Trump, and he's doing a wonderful job. And it'll be a very unfortunate if President Trump does not win the second term in November 2020. So I request all fellow Americans to keep a global view on what President Trump has been doing for us Americans, and President Trump should be the next president of the United States. As it is, Joe Biden does not have knowledge, and he is succumbing to the Muslim agenda on a global scale and the CCP agenda on a global scale. So he needs to get educated of where the world is going, and for him to support the CCP, also known as China, and the Muslim nations agenda, to talk against Kashmir policy and the other policies of India. India is one of the most strongest ally of United States. So Joe Biden, if you are hearing me, this message, take it loud and clear. You either resign because of this statement and let President Trump lead us Americans. Thank you very much.